Good evening, everyone. Wow, wow, wow. Your host here, Claudia Boorkis from Fort Erie, Canada, on this special Father's Edition. Wow, I heard that it's not Father's Day everywhere in the world. It's only in North America and a few other countries. But what a good opportunity to honor and bless those men in our lives. And it could be your dad, it could be your husband, it could be a brother, a son. So tonight we're going to be talking first a little bit about business opportunity with For Life and what it has done in the life of. We're going to have two testimonials. Myself, I will be telling you a little bit about me and the life of a network marketer with the father of the house, so my husband, supporting my business. And I'm going to be asking our presenter of the night a little bit about her experience on the other side of the court, which is the wife that supports the husband in the network marketing world. So after we finish that segment, that's only going to be quick question and answer, one or two things about that. We're going to go into product, and Gabby and I are going to be talking about some of our favorite products for men. And at the end, we're going to be talking a few testimonials. So if you have one to share about the man in your life, please feel free to share with us as well. So with that, I'm going to start and I'm going to introduce the lady of this Zoom room, the one and only Gabriela Daughtry, our mentor, our friend. And for those of you that know a little bit more about Gabriela, if you haven't met her, she is the sweetest little thing. My goodness, she is a great mom of five. She is a wonderful wife to our leader and mentor, Dave Daughtry. She is a lady with great taste. But the one thing that I love about her is she's very thoughtful. She always has the perfect present for you. Starting sometimes with, she's always caring for you to have your phone charged. So she'll give me like a battery pack. So it doesn't have to be like, sometimes she gives me a piece of jewelry that she has made herself. And it's not only me, she gives gifts to a lot of people. But what I mean is she always has this very thoughtful gift for everybody. And I can imagine how I say, if she's like that with her friends, I can imagine the father of the house, Dave Daughtry. That man is a lucky man, Gabby, to have you as a wife. You must spoil him rotten. So, Gabby, why don't we say hello to everybody? You can greet everybody, and then I can start with the questions.
Well, good evening, everyone, from wherever you are. California here, it's still light outside, which is nice. I like the long days here coming up in the summer. So Claudia, when she told me it was still light at almost 9 o'clock, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like Utah, Utah has the long days. But anyhow, I'm hoping that we can go through the products that we would recommend that you give to your father for Father's Day. And that also includes the Aqua Care system. And obviously, even if you gave them a volcanic mask and some milk masks, that would be great because exfoliation is the key to youth. So let's start, Claudia.
Okay, so business segment first. Business opportunity night is about business, but like I said, we're going to gear a little bit different tonight. And I'm going to be talking about, and I think for those of you that came early or that are not watching it in a recording, just saw what was going on in my life. So we just finished like a 1 hour meetup with Dr. Ronnie and Omar as hosts and a whole bunch of our team talking about diabetes. And it was great. And through all this time, my husband's driving and just listening and learning. And I have to turn off his music. So he has to drive for 2 hours with no music, just listening to me. And so I want to touch on my work. My work is being a network marketer at home. I am here, I'm in front of my computer, I'm on the phone, I'm on a call, I'm on a video. And my whole family, but specifically my husband, when we got married, I told him, I said, I have, we were meeting each other and I said, I have a little bit of a different profession. And that's how I met him anyway. I was inviting him to a business opportunity. But when we decided to join our lives, when he said, let's get married, I told him, I said, I want you to understand one thing. And this is one thing that I really need you to be clear about before we get married. I have a little bit of a different career. And I said, see, some people, they do this as a side business. And I want you to understand that for life for me is not a side hustle, is not a side business. So you will see me a lot of hours, and you will see me sometimes too many hours in front of a whole bunch of people talking about something that I so passionately love, which is for life. And you may not understand it. Sometimes I will be happy, sometimes I may not, because I may be complaining about why is this not growing the way I want to. And this is the life of a network marketer. But sometimes you'll see me just excited, and sometimes you'll see me on trips. And but this is never going to stop. This is my life. So if you are marrying me, you are supporting my dream. And I just need you to promise me that you will never ask me to get a job, because this is my career. So even though people do not accept it as a career, it is my career, and it's the only thing I want to do. And with that, we can marry each other. And he said, I will always support your dream. So why I want to tell you this story is because I want Gabby to tell the other side of the story, which was probably very similar, but on the other side. I have to say that I've been married now 4 years with Waldo, and there is the promise is still alive. He has supported my dream. He has come to convention with me. It's not necessarily that he doesn't understand it. He does understand it. He understands it so much that he supports it. Could he be a network marketer? Probably, if he wanted. Does he want to be? No. But he is sitting, doing his job, making sure that all bills are paid while I am working our business. The dream is that one day I will be able to have enough so that he can leave his job and open his business, which is a consulting business on his career, which is consulting in engineering, or he's a telecommunication engineer. So he works, and he says, keep working and retire me one day, please. And that's it. So it is very important that the man in your life, ladies, I'm talking to the ladies, are clear about your career, your passion. If you're doing this as a side business, that's fine. Tell them this is your side business. If you're doing this because you want to make it your full time, make sure your partner or husband also knows that this is going to be your full-time dream for the future, your full-time career for the future, because there has to be a clear communication about what network marketing is. It's not a job. You don't have a boss. You don't get paid daily. You don't get paid weekly. You get paid depending on the work that you do. It's your own business. So be clear about that. And that is the first part of this segment. If you are clear about what network marketing means, this would mean that your partner needs to be clear about what network marketing means. And if you're new, or you're watching this in a video and you want to know more about what network marketing is, please ask the person that invited you, because we are in a special segment for Father's Day. Now let's go to Gabby. Gabby was on the other side of the coin. Gabby, tell us a little bit about that other side where your husband was the networker. That's, again, like me, the only thing he knew how to do, like he says, the only thing he wanted to do, the only thing he knows what to do. And then you meet this amazing, handsome man. You have a job, you are a manager at the Vision Care Walmart, you're making good money, you got 2 houses, you got your car, you got, and he's broke because at that time he was transitioning from one company to another. So tell us your side of the story. How did that happen as the wife that supports the network marketer?
Okay, Claudia. First of all, when I met Dave, he wasn't in 4Life yet. Okay. He was in a different network marketing company, which I don't believe is around anymore. But I remember he had me try the product they had. It was a powder. And you put it in your milkshakes, but it tasted awful. It tasted horrible. I forgot what it was called. It was it was horrible. And shortly after we started dating, that's when he was introduced to 4Life. And our life hasn't been the same since. But yes, Dave has been a networker for most of his life. Although he did tell me when we first met that he, did network marketing. And I sort of understood what it was because my parents did Amway and my mom sold Avon, but not to the level of success, not to the level of, hey, I'm going to quit my job. But my mom did it just to make ends meet, because my real dad didn't let her spend any money, even if she had a job, but he was stingy with money. He wouldn't let her keep a penny of it. So the only way she was able to buy us, even the kids, like me and my brother, clothes was through this side hustle. And I call it a side hustle because that's what it's called. But it's actually an opportunity. But Dave did offer to get a job if I wasn't comfortable with him doing network marketing. And I thought, what would you do? We lived in Imperial Valley. It's a desert. There was hardly any jobs. The only jobs out there are Border Patrol and I'm going to say correctional officer, okay? So there wasn't that many jobs. Or he could go work at Walmart. He could go work, at one of the stores. But I said, don't be silly. I'm not going to have you work a job when I can see you're very gifted in what you do. He's very gifted. So shortly after that, we were introduced to 4Life. And when we got our first bottle of Transfer Factor Classic Formula, which was the only product that we had at the time. We did have other products, but it wasn't through 4Life. It was through the Shape. I think we acquired ShapeRite at the time. It was another company that 4Life bought out. And we actually have the old building. So when you go visit corporate, where the original building is in Sandy, Utah, that was the original building for ShapeRite. So we converted it, since we bought ShapeRite, we converted it to 4Life, and then we built an addition to that building. So yes, it's been a journey. It's so much history that you probably don't even know, some of you. And gosh, it's been how many offices we have now? 25 and growing. And it's great. It's great. And there's a lot of good changes right now that are happening in our offices in Brazil. And but it's all up to us. All up to us. It's up to us to talk to people, share the opportunity, and not just share, but educate ourselves. And we're going to touch on that right now. Some of the little points here that Claudia and I are going to share on when you're talking to somebody about the products. There's bullet points that I would like for you to start using. Okay, you don't have to memorize every ingredient, but the bullet points on why you want them to use the product are important to point out. So Claudia, let's start.
So now we're entering our segment, our segment on Father's Day product special. And that's when I'm going to tell you the first story. So my sister, who is here in this meeting tonight and who was the person that introduced 4Life to me, she actually started ordering 4Life for herself, but obviously being a good daughter, she started ordering 4Life for my father. So my father, who passed away in 2013, at that time he was living with her, and he had an issue of it wasn't necessarily his prostate. It was just that he was just urinating 5 times a night. My father had perfect health. Everything else was really good. No high blood pressure, perfect pressure, no diabetes. There was not a lot of big issues. He did have diverticulitis, which is pretty bad gut situation, but that's not the point. The thing is, we're focusing on, healthy man. He was around 75 or 77 when he was living with her. But the one thing, and they couldn't find out why, was that he was urinating 5 times a night. So my sister thought, I'm going to give him a Male Pro. So let's start with Male Pro. And Gabby can help me in a minute a little bit with, some of those ingredients. I'm trying to open my screen to share them with you, but I can't open it yet. So, but I will tell you the testimonial. So my father starts taking this product and a few other of the products. My sister starts kind of testing with he didn't really, we were not trying to target. He just, I don't even think as daughters, we knew that he would wake up 5 times a night. These are not the things that he actually shared, right? But after he started taking this product, about maybe 2 months after, he started noticing that he was going less and less times a night. And he's like, okay, that's when he decides to tell us. And he says, I don't really understand what about the product that you're giving me, but all I know is that now I'm going less to the washroom. Now, he didn't have any issues during the day. Most men, as they age, they start having just more frequent urination. Women too. It's just a little bit more common. There's some distension of the organs, and it's the way that the body relaxes when it goes to sleep. So depending on the amount of water that you have taken during the day, which should be a lot, and also depending on the diuretics, like having a lot of coffee or having a lot of tea, or at what time you had it, everything makes an effect on your body. So when the body goes into this relaxation mode and, the recovery mode and detoxing mode, as we know, it starts doing exactly that, which is just, purifying the body. And what is the best way to purify the body? Urination, right? So, so he starts taking this product, and he started noticing that now he would get up less and less times. So that's my first testimonial. He actually ended up by the end of his years at 83 only going to the washroom 2 times a night, which for an 83-year-old man, that's great. And he kept telling me he now loved for life. At this point, he was like our #1 fan. He would give everybody his testimonial. And he always said, he's now passed away, so I remember this dearly. He always said, my daughter, if there's one product, just one that you can buy for me, let it always be the Male Pro, because now I can finally sleep a good night, sound night sleep, which allows me to wake up more energetic. So that's my first testimonial. Gavi, what about you? What is your favorite product that you have given your husband or your father?
Well, I want to tell you a fact that one of the doctors told Dave. He said that every man over 50 should have a prostate cancer screening, because most men in their 50s or 60s will show signs of cancer in their prostate. So it is just as we women have to have an exam, the men should as well. It's very important. And, Melpro is a great product. It's for the prostate. It's a targeted product for prostate health. And, we could sit here and go over it, but if you look at the catalog, this is an old one, by the way. I'm waiting for my new catalogs. I ordered them after convention, and I didn't order them at the convention because I did not want to carry a 10-pack of catalogs with me. It's heavy. So I'm waiting for them to come, my new ones. But obviously, our targeted Melpro product is specifically designed for the prostate health of a man. And we all know with Claudia's testimony, Dave takes it. And sometimes if he doesn't take it for a month because he runs out and he's waiting for his loyalty order, or I change his loyalty order and I don't tell him. Sometimes if he doesn't have his Melpro, he says he can tell, definitely can tell. But the prostate is a very important function in the man's body, and it basically helps the urinary function. Okay, it does help. It helps the man. I don't know, for some reason, maybe the prostate gets swollen. And in that case, that's what Dave's prostate was. It was getting inflamed. So definitely that is on the list for Father's Day. If your dad's over, let's say if he's over 50. And it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're a young man, you should start taking it because it is a targeted product. But you shouldn't wait till you're 50. But if you have a dad and he's not taking it, definitely get it for him.
So now let's go to the next product, which is your Right Start Man. So there's a lot of sometimes almost controversy with, should I give my loved man a right start? Like, what is the difference? So people get a little confused with the 5 different products that we have in it. And I do want to say that Right Start Man and Right Start Woman is the #1 selling product in North America, and there is a reason why. So if you still have not ordered that for yourself, or if you still have not read on it or given it to somebody that you love, this is definitely the next product to go. So what happens? This product is designed to be taken twice a day. This product has 1 capsule of transfer factor, and then the other products are products that we all need. So is it a multivitamin? Absolutely. So people sometimes say, do you have a multivitamin in your catalog? And we're like, yeah, we can take multiplex. Sometimes people feel more comfortable talking about multiplex than actually talking about Right Start, because they don't understand it. So if you go to the PDF and see how much it actually has, you will see that it has everything your man needs in his life. It's got the vitamin A, the vitamin B, the vitamin D, it's got the omega, it's got, so when you divide it, it actually has supplements that will be specific to man. So meaning prostate and reproductive system. And it has a specific product for the eyes. Then it has a specific product for anything that has to do with, I say pain, but it's not pain. It's actually like bones and joints and and then it has your digestive product, everything that has to do. So it actually covers it all. And I say to people, sometimes you just need a good supplement that covers it all, plus your 1 capsule of transfer factor. So once you take it twice a day, because what happens is it comes in packs of 30, and some people just buy 1 box and take 1 a day. You're actually supposed to take 2 a day. And Gabby's pretty big on this, because Gabby is like, why are people not taking what the box says? If you read the box actually says take 2 envelopes or 2 sachets, or what do you call them? 2 baggies a day, because that's what your body needs. Now, can you take 1 a day? Well, yeah, but you're not taking the full dosage. Do you buy Dave Right Start, Gabby?
You know what? We do. I buy it. I don't have it on my loyalty all the time because I change it, but I usually buy like 3 at a time or 2 at a time, because you can buy a 2-pack. You can buy a 2-pack of Right Start. You can buy a 2-pack of either man or women, or you can buy 1 of each. Whoa, how did that happen?
You did it with your hands. You did it with your hands.
That what it does?
Yes, don't worry about it.
Well, you're right. And what I love about our Right Start is that it contains the multivitamin and mineral, which is so essential. Minerals are somewhat overlooked, and we require minerals. This past weekend, we have a water filter system. It's hydrogen water, I guess, we have in our water dispenser. And my son was saying, you need to add minerals to our water. And then he looked at the filter and it's already has them. So I wanted to filter out fluoride. That's why we got this water system. But minerals, back to the Right Start Men, minerals are really important. And because it is a nutrition, all-in-one nutrition for men, it covers everything. So you have everything there. Now, that's why it's important to take 2 packs a day. Now, in the beginning, I have, years ago, I had this guy that smoked. He was a chain smoker. And he said that when he would take the vitamins, he would feel nauseous. And then I told him, well, you can do one of 2 things. You can stop smoking, or you can take your vitamins and feel, start detoxing. But you can't do both. They have very powerful antioxidants. There's 2 pills there that are green, and those are very, very powerful antioxidants. So keep that in mind. It's not that the pills are bad. It's just that if they don't take care of themselves, if they're chain smokers, I mean, that's toxic. So great stuff if you are signing somebody up and there's nothing wrong with them that they feel they need to improve on as far as their health goes. This is a great product to get them started on. Right, Claudia?
Yes, Gabby, I'm going to start actually sharing something just for those of you, and I know sometimes we just don't take enough time for this. Oh, now I lost my screen. 1 second, Right Start Men. So I know that writing is tiny, especially if you're on your phone, but I want to show you a little bit of this. So this is what I was trying to tell you. So you see, we have the amounts per serving on the first part. Sometimes we don't take enough to read about these ingredients. And I just want to show you the blend. And this is how you should actually explain it to your loved one, your dad, or, your male client or your husband, which is what happens with the pack is that you have different blends. So the totality of it, my goodness, I can just see here. When you read the first column, it says vitamin C, 500 milligrams. And I don't think so. Let me think for a second. I don't think I can zoom because I'm projecting it from my computer. Let me see.
All right.
So yeah, I just took the PDF from here. But you guys can see it from your own PDF.
Somewhat. Yeah.
Yes, you can actually zoom from if you're on your phone. Anybody on your phone, you could do it like if you're doing a picture.
You can zoom on your own phone. So I cannot zoom because I'm projecting it from my laptop. But what I want to show you is that the first part, so this part here, don't worry, it's got too much. I'm not reading it all. But here, the first column, it's actually how many milligrams it has. It says.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you took all those, that first part she's showing, if you took all those vitamins right there and you go to like GNC or Vitamin Shop, wow, if you buy individual bottles, you're going to pay a lot. You're going to pay a lot. So go ahead.
Absolutely. And that is exactly what my point, like 500 milligrams, you know what? That's what your body minimum dosage. This percentage right here that you see on the second part, it actually means daily value. So anybody that, goes through a supplement line knows that the minimum daily value of some of these is exactly what we're giving you. 500 milligrams is the minimum, but the optimal would be actually 1,000, which we already have it in our other product. But see here, one baggie, you get your A, your C, your D, your E. Then like Gabby was saying, you get all your minerals, right? So you have phosphate and iron and iodine and just zinc, copper, magnesium, chromium. I mean, you have them all. So it is cataloged as a multivitamin. But where do we actually hit really hard with this product? We have 300 milligrams of transfer factor with our capsule of transfer factor in it, and then we have our mushrooms. We have 843 milligrams, which means we have one capsule of transfer factor plus, right, on this one. So it's not the trifactor. It's that, look at that, 843 of those Cordivat. It's not the, if you take one capsule of plus, you're only taking half your daily recommended dosage. That's why it's important that you actually buy 2 boxes a month.
Yeah, that
Now,
those supplement facts are based on 2 packets.
now, yes, the other capsule that you have is your fish blend, right? So that's 1,000 milligrams of your fish blend and 600 of your plant oil blend. So this is your omega-3 and this is your omega-6. So you see, just like Gabby was saying, even if you were going to the grocery store and you're splitting all of these products alone, some people only take omega-3. Here we have omega-3, omega-6, transfer factor, all the vitamins. And here we have the antioxidant blend. So the antioxidant blend, it has green tea and it has elderberry, some other products here as an antioxidant. And again, to fight those free radicals. Then you have your support blend. The support blend is the one that is going to help you with joints and bones, and then your man's health blend. It's got turmeric and broccoli, soy, and it's specific for man's health. And then an OPC blend with grass seed, and pine bark. So the combination for me of Right Start Woman, sorry, in this case, we're touching on Right Start Man, it just gives you perfectly. Now, this is the reason they have it in a 2-pack. So it says 2 boxes, $142. You're saving $28. Why do they actually only sell it sometimes in one? Because a lot of people, including, the ones that are in for life, are already taking some of the supplements in other supplements. So you might not need the 2 boxes if you're already taking some omegas. Like I like my essential fatty acids. I take it apart. I like the Vista. I take Vista. So I'm already taking some other products. So if I take 1 box, because I'm already taking others, then I don't need the 2 boxes.
Well,
but
unless
go
you
ahead.
buy one of each, like for Dave and I, we used to buy 1 men, 1 women.
Correct.
And we cover, both of us.
Exactly. So for that man in your life, you definitely want to make sure that you have him covered with the Right Start Man, because that is the perfect formula that you have them. Now, this month special for North America, you can get 1 Male Pro and one Right Start box. What a perfect gift, don't you think? This is your June product special at $107. I'm like thinking, a lot of people say, what do I get my husband, right? And then you go and think of things that they don't really need. This is a product that men need. You're like, oh, he doesn't need anything. Well, he needs this one. For sure he needs this one.
He needs it every year. He needs it every month, every month.
They need it every month, I know. And then you're like, oh, maybe I'll take him to have special dinner. No, give him his specials, his June special. There's no dinner valued more than health. So if you're like, I don't think I have money for both, please choose health, always health. And then you can prepare a nice meal at home. Don't take him to a restaurant, buy him the June special. So this is really the segment about Right Start and Male Pro. I could go on and on with cardio and H Pro, and like Agavi said, the Aqua for Man. Like there's just great things.
I would have to give him all these products to my loved one, father figure, husband, because there's just so many great products we have. We really do. So, get them, put them in a nice basket with a gift card, maybe. I don't know, just make it fancy.
I gave Waldo the H Pro. He's super excited about trying it. He says he can't wait. Right now, his favorite products are Renuvo and collagen, because he lifts weights. He's a sports person, so he just loves these products. But I decided to give him as a Father's Day the H Pro. So with that, Gabby, I think I want to jump into testimonial time, and I want to see if somebody has a special testimonial about a man in their life. And remember, this is that day or that special segment. So I want to see if you have like a special story or a special testimonial that happened with some of our products? So I want to see some hands up. Let me see. Hands up. And feel free to unmute like JT said. Thank you, JT.
Hey, Claudia, I just wanted to tell you guys, you know what? I know my husband suffers from chronic, they call them cluster headaches. They're the worst headaches you could ever have. They're called suicidal headaches. And luckily for Life was in my life already. And we started him on a regimen with Right Start, cardio. And since the Right Start has the essential fatty acids in it, it truly helped. We take a lot of other products as well. During one of his treatments that he had to get hospitalized, they overdosed him on one of the medications for his cluster headaches, causing third stage kidney disease. And the doctors that seen him are the best doctors in the world over at USC Keck Center. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. They're in Los Angeles. And they told him, the specialist told him, we are only able to manage the condition, but if we manage it, you won't get worse. And praise the Lord. He took our products like he's done since I probably been taking them for about 4 years. This happened before then. And he took the products and we went back during one of the year's evaluations to get reevaluated for his kidneys. And guess what? No kidney disease present. So I'm not telling you this cures, treats, or prevents anything, but when you give the body what it needs, it's able to heal. My husband is a big proponent of taking the products. He's a construction worker out in dust and all kinds of stuff. Takes the lung, takes the cardio, takes the Right Start. He does take 2 packets like it's supposed to be. He does take Renewal for body recovery because he walks more than 10,000 steps in a day and he has a lot of stress. He also takes Flex because he used to be an epoxy floor contractor where he used to put epoxy floors in, and that takes a wear and tear on your shoulders, on your knees, and your hands. That has helped him tremendously with those articulations, right? Your joints. And now he's taking H-Pro and I see the difference. I see him being able to withstand more of the responsibility because they're almost at last phases in some of his projects. And I just tell you, if you truly love your man, like I love mine, take care of his health. There's nothing more important than your health. You can't get it back if you get to a certain point. It's really hard to reverse it. So if you want to give yourself some help, because who's going to take care of that person in your life? Even your sons, who's going to take care of them, right? Mama or wife? Invest in your health. You'll never go wrong with that. So just wanted to share that.
That was a lovely share. If I want to wait for another one, but in the meantime, I will tell you my brother's testimonial. So my sister and I have been for Life for a pretty long time. And it took me a long time to try it, but it took even longer time for a brother to try it. So he started testing it or trying it a few years back, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I think he just did it because he just got tired of us telling him, you got to try it, you got to try it, you got to try it. And he did. And so, being a good brother, he started buying his loyalty order. And he took it for about a year. He was taking anything that we would order for him. He's like, okay, order for me then. And then we would just change his order. We're like, oh, we think you're going to like this one. So we did Right Start and we did Trio Vita. And he started liking it. Last year, he goes for, 2 testimonials about Jaime. He goes for, and Siobhan's next. I'll do this one quick so I can hear Siobhan's story. He goes for a quick test. The first good news they gave him is that his blood pressure had always been a little high, but the doctor had cataloged it as normal because it was always 140. So the doctor said, hey, it's always 140, so that's your normal rate. So that's strange, right? Because the doctor was the one that said, since it's always 140, we're just going to keep it as it doesn't really change. That's what you're at. Well, guess what? The doctor surprised himself and said, oh, Jaime, guess what? Now you're at 120. You're perfect blood pressure now. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. The only thing he had changed, my brother, he goes, the only thing I have changed is that I now take transfer factor. So anyway, immune system, got to give it, he does the
down.
Yeah,
So that has
yeah.
a lot to do with it.
So the second part of the testimonial is around that time, actually, I think the same month, He goes for that same routine thing, and then they said he has a calcification in his artery or vein, no artery, and that he should get this surgery, which will help him be more active because he was getting a little short of breath. He didn't know why. And the doctor said, oh, you know what? You're getting something, but if you operate it now, you'll have more energy than ever. And anyway, this is going to give you trouble like in 10 years. So you better do it now. So he talks to his family, he gets it done. And even though the surgery was successful, something happened post-surgery and he almost died. So he almost passed to the other side. And guess what? He did it. So the doctor said, wow, something's happening. And again, just a very fast recovery from the surgery. He just recovered beautifully. And even the nurse that I was there when I went to see him, my sister flew my mom and I there so we could care for him. And his nurse said that his recovery was so much faster than what she has seen in other patients. So that was wonderful because I knew that when your immune system is strong, the rate of your recovery for any surgery or anything, it's just going to be accelerated by your immune system having that capacity to fight stronger and faster. So that was my testimonial. And I want to hear Siobhan's testimonial. Oh, Gabby, sorry. Gabby?
Before Siobhan speaks, I just want to mention something. The reason I love our company products, you mentioned calcification. Now that could have come from somewhere else, but from what I've been reading, when you take calcium alone is dangerous. But when you combine it with K2 and magnesium, it's actually how it should be. So your body absorbs calcium and doesn't stay in your bloodstream, as I understand it. So I just wanted to tell you that our CalMag is complete and it has everything needed for our bodies to know what to use it and how to use it. So go ahead. Siobhan.
Hi, everyone. When Jillian got me into For Life, of course, I was like a lot of people saying, oh, yeah, no. But of course, I met all of you and I wanted to try the products. That's what I wanted to do first. So I actually got transfer factor and lung because my lungs, I've had pneumonia several times in my lifetime. I've worked outside in wildfire smoke and around, I'm allergic to dust. So, when you're outside farming and you're allergic to dust, your lungs are taking a beating. So I started maybe December, and I started to notice that my lungs were getting clearer. I still have, a little bit of that, but not as much as I used to. And I was taking the chewables, the transfer factor chewables for a month. And I started to notice that my little nodule here, it was always really sore. If I banged it, it was sore. It's arthritis, right? So my mom had it, my fingers going crooked. My mom had really bad arthritis. And I said to John, I said, wow, that's going away, And he goes, I want to try it. So we had to get more transfer factor chewables. We did that. And for me, it was my second month. For him, it was his first. And he noticed right away the puffiness went away. He started to notice things. He had more energy. There was all kinds of things happening. He says, we're hooked for life. That's what he said to me, because you're going to buy more transfer factor chewables. And he really likes the transfer factor chewables. And what it was also doing was he had sore teeth. His jaw, his teeth were sore. And it was working on whatever was going on in his teeth. His teeth don't hurt anymore, right? He didn't go to the dentist and his teeth don't hurt. But, you're chewing that transfer factor through the chewables and it's helping it helped his teeth, right? And then now we're into like month 3 with transfer factor, and we both lost 10 pounds within the first 3 months that we're each taking transfer factor. And I think a lot of you guys noticed my face started to get a little thinner, and you can see it on old videos. It was a bit puffier, and I could notice with John. So he was just like, this transfer factor, we're going to stay on this for life. And then he goes, what else is there? And so I think I got him some gold to try. He loves the gold. I still don't know what it does for him, but he thinks it does something. So I think he finds that he's less sore. You know how Erica, she uses gold, and it's for her pancreatic cancer, not cancer, but her pancreatic pain that she had. Gold was one of the things she used, right? So I think that that's what's happening with the gold. Then I got him some renewal because I heard from Sonia that renewable was good for skin conditions. It was topical transfer factor. And he has this little sort of a scabby thing right under his eye. And of course, he's a cancer survivor, so he watches for stuff like this. And he couldn't, nothing he was using was getting rid of it. I got a little tube of renewal, and and he started using it just recently. And in 5 days, that scabby thing was gone. He said,
Nice.
"Are you going to get some more of that this month? When is our loyalty program date? Like when do we get our next order?" I had also got some protein bars to try them. I hadn't tried them yet. They're really good, but I think they come in boxes of 10. I had one. And I went to get another one, and you know how you take the box out and you know it's empty.
Oh.
He loves them. He goes, when are you going to get more of those? And then he also had Go Sticks, and it's helped him replace pop because he's like always on the computer. His brain is always working. He gets up in the middle of the night to work. He's an inventor, and he's always inventing. And so he used a lot of pop, like Pepsi was his go-to drink to keep himself energized. And you hear that from a lot of people that are on the computers a lot. And anyway, so he's using Go Stick to replace the pop. He loves it. He likes the blackberry. He really likes that. But what he noticed was how much energy he got from it. Because he's had that afternoon kind of like drain. And he said, give me one of those Go Sticks. It was the first time I made it up for him, and he took it. And about 10 minutes later, he said, wow, I'm not tired anymore. But he wasn't buzzing around, like a lot of energy drinks just give you that buzz. And then the newest thing, I was giving him a blow by blow of the conference as I was watching you guys at the conference, right? And all of a sudden, the Age Pro ad came out, or you guys were saying you can buy Age Pro, you can get 3 for $120 or whatever it was. And I said to him, oh, I wish we could get that. He goes, get it. So there goes our grocery money to Age Pro, but it has changed so much. He's telling me he's less sore. He's not as sore as he used to be. His nails are growing, and so are mine. Like his toenails, he had a toenail that had a really bad split, and that split is growing right out. But he's had this split in his nail for years and years and years and years and years. The other thing I noticed was his the fungus, that little white stuff that you have on your nails, on your toes, that's gone away for him. And then his hair, he has long, blonde, curly hair, and it often looks very dry, and he doesn't put product in it or anything like that. But since Age Pro, his hair is looking really, really healthy. It's amazing. Like, I'm like, for you,
You're hilarious. I love you, man.
Hey, Claudia, I have a testimonial for you here in person. Look at this guy.
So, and then the other thing that he's noticed is, and the guys here will know what this means, he's noticed his vitality has increased.
his vitality.
Ooh,
Wow, I gotta get some of that. I am-
everyone,
I know it's a lot,
every,
but
that's one of the
time.
things, yeah, that's one of the things I wanted the women of this room to
which one are you
know
doing?
that
Which one?
Omar smiling and
It was
JT
Age Pro,
smiling.
Vitality Increaser.
I
Okay,
started
so
taking 6H Pro.
I'm gonna give Rita the mic, but Sonia, who was that you were showing us?
Hey,
Oh,
that is my son Alejandro, and he takes what do you take?
Okay, so I take Pro TF. I took it for about a month, and I also took Man. And I could say with full confidence that it has added definitely an edge to my lifting and recovery time. I need to get more actually, but I've definitely felt a definite difference. And I was able to put on, I wouldn't say solid pounds of muscle because I haven't measured it, but I was around 175 now to 190. And all my
ooh.
maxes and bench squat went up from it.
Show me your muscle, babe.
I
We
was
have a new
Sonia walking
influencer.
around with a bodyguard. Tell her about that,
Woo!
sister.
I love that
Wow.
new influencer for life. My goodness, we
Exactly.
gotta show him around. Let's send us your handle so we can follow you on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
Sharing.
Okay. Let's give Rita the mic. Oh my God, Siobhan. My goodness, you could have done the whole hour on your own. We love those testimonials. Give her some love, Siobhan. Woo, we love them. Rita, your turn, and then we close with Gabby, and we let you go, everybody, home or to sleep.
We
Rita,
started late, so you know.
yeah, I know. Rita, mic for Rita. Who can help me with the mic for Rita, please? Let me see. Where's Rita here? I can see her. There we go. Unmute. Okay, I'll give
Oh,
her a
got it.
call.
Okay, I got it, I think.
Yeah, we
Right.
can
You
hear.
do.
We
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, when I started taking For Life, I was asking Dr. Ronnie, I said that the doctors had no explanation as to why I was having a lot of sensitivity in my throat. And so she suggested I take the chewable, so transfer factor. I started taking that. And then I went to the VA hospital and I said, I need to have an update on my CPAP, which is what I've been using that blows continuous air down my throat. And I thought, I think that's what's causing this sensitivity, but the doctors wouldn't listen. But I said, okay, if I have to keep using this, I need to get some refreshing, get some resupply, a new mask, new hoses, and all the things you have to refresh, to change out and get the new parts. So I went to the VA to get the prescription to get the new parts for my CPAP. And they said, oh, well, we want a sleep study. And I had a sleep study back in 2016 and said I woke up about 40 times a night, at least that often anyway, to recapture my breath. Oh, you have sleep apnea. So I had to get a CPAP. And so I have been on it ever since 2016. So I went after I started taking the transfer factor, the chewable stuff, I went for the sleep lab as requested by the VA so I could get my resupply. And I have a copy of the written report in front of me, and it says, impression, no evidence of significant sleep apnea. And I said, well, how does that happen? I'm understanding that sleep apnea doesn't go away. It does say that during my REM sleep, I was demonstrating mild sleep-related breathing disorder. So apparently when the way that I heard it was maybe when I'm dreaming, I'm not breathing as deeply and getting as much oxygen. And so they still have some recommendations for me. But the thing that really, really surprised me is no evidence of significant sleep apnea. We went away from waking up to 40 times a minute or whatever it was. I was hardly getting any sleep. What would happen is I would fall asleep, I would stop breathing, I would wake up to catch that breath with a really loud snorting sound, and then I would fall asleep and the whole thing would happen again. And it was just over and over and over all night. So I really wasn't getting much sleep. Now they say there's no significant evidence. I have to wonder, could it be the transfer factor? Maybe there was some kind of inflammation or something going on. The other thing is,
It's the inflammation. It's absolutely taken the inflammation away. And the NIH, if you check that out, they say inflammation is the reason for all diseases. It's if you're inflamed in your body, the disease will show up. So you were going to probably start getting, throat diseases as well. So I totally believe that it's cured your sleep apnea.
And I like that Rita shared it.
I feel that way. And the other one thing I wanted to add is about 3 days ago, I started taking the Senior Pro, the new one.
The H Pro.
H Pro. Yeah, H Pro, got it wrong. So I don't have as much pain as I did a couple of days ago. So I'm looking forward to the rest. I have a fingernail that's split. Let's see if that helps, like the guy with the toenail. I feel like my hair is fuller, but that's probably from all the transfer factor I've already been doing, but this will add on. So I'm looking forward to how that's going to affect me.
Well, Rita, I love that you shared. I actually spoke to Rita a little bit earlier, and she had been on a vacation for a month. So she was kind of like catching up to everything, and she didn't really know about H Pro too much, but she had been taking it. And I'm excited to hear about Rita because everyone knows that she is, a very, very active senior, which I don't even like to catalog her as senior because my sister's 62 and she's just a little over 62. And I'm like, you are one of those young women that are going to make H Pro shine for us because she's going to be jumping and dancing, right, Rita?
I just turned 65, but I'm going to stay as active as I can, as long as I can. There's no reason to say, oh, I'm 65, now I should slow down.
No. And I told her, I said, just journal everything. And so bringing Rita's testimonial into, I love that she shared it because it's her testimonial. But look, sleep apnea, big issue on man. I don't know how many women, but you usually hear it's men that have the machine or the mask that she was talking about. So for those of you that don't know, she was talking about the mask that people that have sleep apnea have to wear so that they don't die during their sleep. But a lot of men that snore, a lot of the times it has to do with sleep apnea, and a lot of men don't want to wear the machine. You know what? They might not have to wear it anymore if their immune system is working properly and the immune system is doing its job. What if they can go to a sleep lab and say, hey, they're not waking up any longer. They're not losing their, grasping for air in the middle of the night. Do you want that for your man and your dad and your husband? Like, I love it. Rita, thank you for sharing. I love it. I know that some of you didn't know she was talking about that machine, but she was talking about that machine 40 times a night. She would wake up grasping for air. And the lab today that she picked up says, sleep through the night. Sleep through the night. You know what the rate of recovery is when you have slept your good 7 or 8 hours and you have sound sleep and you're not waking up through the night? Ask yourself that question. And I'm going to finish with Gabby. Gabby, going back to you, let's close this up.
Well, I wanted to kind of go back to what our Siobhan said and Rita said. Siobhan, if you mix a little bit of Rio Vida stick with the blackberry energy, oh my gosh, it tastes really good.
I'm gonna do that.
So you mix your antioxidants, your electrolytes with energy, and it's really good. And my son bought me an ice cream maker, a Ninja ice cream maker, and I have been making mango ice cream with our protein powder. It is
Ooh.
so good. I add collagen to it, the unflavored collagen, and it is so good. And I use the frozen mangoes. I put you could put either water or milk, or a nut milk of your choice, a couple scoops of the protein, the collagen, a couple collagen sticks in there. You could even put some aloe vera in there, aloe vera sticks, because they're unflavored. A little vanilla. I mean, I'll give you the recipe on one of my reels, but it is really, really good. And then before I mix it, because it has to be frozen, the little containers that this Ninja thing comes with, you make it, then you freeze it. So I add more mango to it before I mix it. It is so good. There's so many recipes that we can make with our protein, and you could actually use the protein bars to make chocolate chip cookies if you want to. I mean, gosh, you know, you have to kind of think out of the box. And these are great ideas to make, to have for your home meetings. Okay, these are great ideas to gather people that may not want to probably be, you know how people, when they go to like Mary Kay parties, well, you can have a meeting with your products and just say, hey, I'm going to make a great smoothie, or I'm going to make some ice cream, or I'm going to make cookies. You know, it's just a way to introduce our products. And on the note of
Rita.
Rita, you know, we in working at the Vision Center, we have you know, our mucous membrane on our eye is epithelial cells, and I believe the same applies to our esophagus. So if you take the time to heal, epithelial cells heal within 24 hours. And that's why our body has this great ability to heal almost immediately. We just have to know how to do it, and we have to avoid the things that cause the irritation, and then our body just does its magic. And of course, we have to eat well, exercise, and take the correct supplements. And we are all advocates on that. So the more people we sincerely from our heart tell what the products have done for us, they're going to want to get them too. And nobody wants to be sold, but everyone wants to be informed. So there's a difference. There's a difference. And with that, gosh, this hour went by really fast.
I know. I actually didn't have enough time to call Sonelia, but I'm just gonna, I know she's driving, she might still not be home, but I did want to say that next time I'm gonna actually have Sonelia be one of the testimonials, because I'm just going to tell quickly Sonelia's testimonial. Maurizio, who is a wonderful husband also, man, he took the whole detox kit. And after a few weeks, I think it was after a few weeks, he had to go to the hospital for gallbladder stone. And so I love Maurizio, because he actually says, I know it was for life. That, now I know it was for life. But the fun part is that I know he wasn't saying it like blaming for life. Yeah, I said, yeah, Maurizio, I think it was for life. And he goes, it might as well. It was already bothering my months ago, that stone, and it had to come out anyway. So I know that it was for life, that actually got the stones out of the gallbladder and sent me to the hospital. But it's okay, because it was a necessary bad. And sometimes that's what happens. So, we could all probably have a lot of little stones and things that we shouldn't be inside our body. And a full detox or even transfer factor is going to take them out, maybe even send you to the hospital to do what it needs to do. And I love Maurizio's testimonial, because he actually said, I know it was for life, but it's okay. It was a necessary means to an end. Those things had to come out anyway. So thank you, Maurizio, for giving me my last testimonial of the night. He is now officially a For Life affiliate. He kept telling me, when do I get my own affiliate account? When do I get my own affiliate account? Now he has his own affiliate account. He's not a customer anymore. So welcome, Maurizio. He is officially a For Life team member on Sanelia's team, and that's how we treat him. Like now let's see, he might even beat Sanelia because, you know, with so many testimonials, he's trying a lot of good products that he also likes. So with that, we're closing for the night. Like Gavi says, it was a fast night. It's 10:17. Please keep sending us your testimonials for that Time for Life group. And we love celebrating Father's Day with you. Make some pancakes with our protein powder. Like Gavi says, she might post the protein pancake recipe as well. So you can share with the man you love on Sunday and make him some good pancakes with a good protein powder.
Is it this
Thank you. Oh, for Canada, it's this Sunday. When is it for you guys?
Oh, wow. Well, I already gave Dave his Father's Day, but anyway.
Okay, celebrate. It is this Sunday. Yeah, Omar's saying it's this
Wow.
Sunday. You might have to give him another gift, Gavi. So
Oh, no,
give
no.
Dave another gift.
No, he already got a Peloton, so no.
Oh, you got a Peloton. Good. Get him back in shape so we can see those muscles. Oh, yes. Get that chat and follow Sonia San. I'm already his follower. So let's get, let's give him some love too so that we can grow his followers. And he is going to be our new influencer. So this is good. So he can keep telling people how much he loves For Life products. Thank you, everybody.
Drop that handle in the group chat.
He did. He already dropped it. I'm already following him. Oh, in the group chat, in the Sonia, in the
Okay.
WhatsApp,
I'll do that.
Perfect. Let's unmute and say hello, Dats. Goodbye,
you.
Dats. Omar, happy Father's Day. JT,
Happy Father's Day, all the fathers, and
Happy
To
Father's Day,
all the
guys.
Father's Day.
Thank
Celebrate,
you.
celebrate. Woo!
Happy.
Thank you for your hard
Bye.
work, Omar and JT.
Father's
Thank
Thank
you
you.
tonight.
Happy Father's Day, Omar.
Thank you,
Blessings,
Sanelia. Thank
guys.
you, everyone. Adriana, Alice. Mwah. Bye-bye. Thank you.